Valerie Luton. Valerie Luton was supposed to be a mentor. Instead, she treated Alex like a criminal, blamed him for every death, and even told him she wished he'd died instead. Her death was a full Rube Goldberg chain reaction. Boiling water, knife to the chest, explosion. One of the most chaotic deaths in the series, and it felt earned. She spent the whole movie running from fate, and fate lit her up in flames. Carter Horton. Carter was loud, arrogant, reckless, and constantly challenging death. He even mocked the idea of fate out loud, daring it to come for him. When he was pinned on the train tracks, it wasn't just random. It was death finally cashing its check. Nobody missed his attitude after that.
Get up!
Evan Lewis. Evan hit the lottery and instantly became the cockiest guy in the movie. He ignored every warning, flaunted his new wealth, mocked fate, and paid with his eye. The way he slipped on spaghetti and then got a fire escape ladder through the skull was both brutal and poetic. Overconfidence literally killed him. Clear Rivers. She survived the first movie, but instead of learning, she doubled down. Running headfirst into danger, ignoring the warnings again, and this time, it cost her. The oxygen tank explosion wasn't just bad luck. It was fate reminding her, you can't win twice. Brian Gibbons. The final BBQ scene was the perfect karmic punchline. Brian mocked fate, laughed about surviving, and seconds later turned into fireworks. That's not random bad luck. That's cosmic justice with perfect timing. Ashley and Ashlyn, they mocked Wendy's warnings, dismissed the visions, and locked themselves in tanning beds. The buildup was slow, sweaty, and suffocating. By the time the glass cracked and the heat rose, their arrogance had literally sealed their coffins. This scene scarred an entire generation. People refused to use tanning beds for years. Frankie Cheeks. Frankie was the sleazy camera guy harassing girls at every chance. He thought he was invincible, but death had other plans. Crushed by a truck while trapped in a drive-thru. Quick, violent, and satisfying. He might be one of the most deserving deaths in the entire franchise. Luis Romero. Luis spent his whole screen time screaming that fate wasn't real. He even yelled in the gym, "Nothing can kill me!" Seconds later, the weights came crashing down, crushing his head. If irony could talk, it would have been laughing in that scene.
Just win!
Racetrack crowd. The opening racetrack disaster killed dozens, and while not everyone deserved it, let's be real, half that crowd was drunk, obnoxious, and mocking the warnings. When the stands collapsed and cars exploded into the audience, it was death sending a loud reminder: arrogance has consequences. Samantha Lane. Samantha was stuck up and dismissive the whole film. Her eye surgery sequence was already nerve-shattering, but when she stepped outside and instantly got killed by a falling rock, it felt like fate laughing at her. Out of all the deaths in this film, hers was the most karmic Candace Hooper, she brushed off the warnings, kept practicing, and thought she could cheat fate. The chalk dust, the fan, the tension. It was a masterclass in build-up. When she finally snapped her spine mid-routine, it was shocking, but also inevitable. Overconfidence. Killed her Isaac Palmer. Isaac was sleazy from start to finish, hitting on every woman, stealing from the dead, mocking his co-workers. His acupuncture death was a masterpiece of irony, lying still, helpless, while the shelves collapsed on him, skewering him like a pincushion. Nobody missed Dennis Lapman. Dennis constantly mocked safety warnings, called everyone paranoid, and ignored every red flag. So when a flying wrench obliterated his skull, it was instant karma. Short, sharp, and perfect.
Who's Dennis?
Nathan Sears. Nathan thought he'd outsmarted death, acting smug about his survival. But when a falling piece of debris crushed him instantly, it was a brutal reminder. You don't beat fate. You only delay it. Final Destination gave us dozens of deaths, some tragic, some unfair. But these were karma in its purest form. Arrogance, cruelty, stupidity, denial. Every one of these characters asked for it, and fate always delivered.